Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is a channel about studying abroad, getting scholarships and building a successful career. My name is Ira, and if you have watched my previous videos, you might know that I won 5 full scholarships to study abroad for free and studied in the United Kingdom at King's College London, and I did my master there. So if you didn't, then check out the videos linked below. And today I want to bring up the topic of studying abroad in 2021. Is it really possible? Is it really safe? And what you should do if you want to study abroad in 2021 or later. So of course, if you're talking about this time, some things changed, and also some people get really scared of studying abroad. And if you're one of them, then check out my video on this channel why you shouldn't get afraid of studying abroad this year. However, there are also some changes that we have to take into account, and today we're going to discuss about the process of application and studying abroad in 2021. So first of all, if we are talking about the process of application, some things changed, some things didn't change. And if we are talking about application itself, of course, we should pay attention to several main points, which is documents you have to submit, the process itself, the language certificate required, also the level of language required, generally the type of education and previous diploma required, and all other things. So as far as the package of documents concerned, things didn't really change, or would better say almost didn't change, because for now you also have to apply the same documents as you did before, that of course are different from university to university. However, they are normally consist of motivation letter, your CV, your previous documents, your English certificate, and also some other test certificate. And here we can see some changes already, because some United States universities, they cancelled and abolished the rule of submitting SAT test, which is normally required if you are applying to a bachelor program in the United States. So for now, some students who want to study abroad and who prefer United States in this case, they are not obliged any longer to submit the SAT test, which is really good, because obviously you don't need to prepare for something else, only you have to finish the school. However, it's also kind of a problem for some people, because the competition is getting higher, because now many people can apply without preparing and passing this test. Also, if you are talking about English or other languages exam certificates, there are some minor changes here that we can see, and normally it's about the certificate itself, because before it was only IELTS and TOEFL that are possible for education abroad. Also, some Cambridge exams can be also taken into account. However, now there are some other tests that some universities do consider and do accept, which is Duolingo and some others. They're obviously easier to pass, and that's why it's also really good to take into account. So now, if all the above mentioned applications are okay with you, we can move to the visa process, because obviously to study abroad you might need to apply for visa, and normally visas now are closed for applications for tourists and for people who just want to travel or just want to see. Obviously it's not applying to the students, and if you would like to study abroad, you don't need to be concerned about visa process, because even the universities now, they do help, embassies, they do help, and they have some representatives that can assist students in the process of visa application. However, you still have to do some research on this topic and check if this particular country and this particular university do accept students from abroad, because if not, then you might choose another country for your needs. However, if you're talking about even this year, 2020, which was obviously worse than 2021 is promising to be, we hope, then even the United States, the United Kingdom, and other European countries been accepting international students. Even when education was online, it was still possible to get visa and to come to the country itself and to get these perks of studying abroad, because obviously it's not only about studying from international professors, it's also about living in another country. Even with present situation when many things are closed, still it's valuable experience that many many people would like to have. And then we're coming to language proficiency test, which is obviously required if you would like to study abroad, and if you don't have any other indication in the foreign language that you would like to proceed. For example, if you've been studying in the school in English, then you might not need to submit the language proficiency test, but in overwhelming situations like 90%, normally you have to. So that's why it's really important that you really pay attention to the deadlines, because it's a really big problem for some students, and they do this test, for example, I don't know, like just 1 month before application, and if the result is not satisfying, then it's not really a good situation, because they have to repass it, and sometimes deadlines are already gone, and it's really difficult. However, there is one trick I would like to tell you guys, and this trick is about conditional offer. For example, if you see that you do have a test certificate, which is, for example, 6.5 in IELTS, and is not enough for you to apply to study abroad, for example, in England, then you still can apply, and you get conditional offer if your profile and generally your application is good enough, and you will have to repass it before a particular time, like you have 2 months or 3 months or sometimes even half a year to do it. However, it's not working, for example, with the United States, and it's not really working with really top universities like Oxford or Cambridge, because they do have enough applications and they don't want to give these conditional offers. However, if your level is a little bit lower, like maybe top 50, not just top 2, then you might use this option. However, still remember, it's not with all countries, but the United Kingdom is accepting these things, but you have to be sure about your profile in general. So I wouldn't risk myself this situation, and I would apply with a good exam certificate already. However, I did it once. To be honest, it was kind of my last hope. I didn't really was thinking about it because I was already applying to other universities, and this was kind of my dream school, King's College London, and I applied without any hope, to be honest. So it wasn't like my real plan to study there in the very beginning, because I wasn't really sure that I can make it. And I applied with test which was having lower scores than was needed, and they just sent me a conditional offer. I was really happy, and I passed the test in 1 week, because I was already planning to pass it. And I just sent my results to them, and they changed my conditional offer to unconditional. So I hope you understand that conditional means that you are really accepted already, but under one condition or 2 conditions, normally 1. So just sometimes it's also a diploma. If you, for example, applying during your 4th year of study, like final year, and you still don't have your diploma finished, then you're also getting a conditional offer that you will submit these documents, and then your conditional offer will move to unconditional. So generally, guys, all this process of application is not so difficult. Normally, the most difficult part is creating documents, is writing documents like motivation letter, resume, also taking references from your teachers, from professors, from your employers. And also this process is really long, so you have to pay attention to this and take it into account. However, even now, when we have all this difficult situation in the world, it's still possible, it's still doable, and you can do this. And to be honest, some things can be difficult, and you might face some really difficult situations in all these processes of application. However, all this is worth it, and you really have to try, and then you will see the results. And I really wish you all the best. And if you need to answer any questions by me, and you have really some queries, you can all write them in the comments. I will be really happy to make new videos on these topics. And don't forget to push the like button, and also to subscribe to my channel, and also to push on the notifications. It's really important for me, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.